Most of us view health as a series of grand sweeping gestures, marathons, radical diets, or expensive supplements. But the reality of biological defense is much more subtle. There is a single, consistent action, a movement of the body so fundamental that we often overlook its cellular impact. Recent longitudinal studies have revealed that this specific daily commitment doesn't just improve your fitness, it fundamentally alters the way your immune system patrols for malignant cells. Today, we are breaking down the science of the daily shield. We aren't talking about a miracle cure, but a scientifically backed habit that slashes the risk of several major cancers by double-digit percentages. By the end of this exploration, you'll understand exactly how to weaponize your daily routine against the world's most feared diagnosis. This is the blueprint for a longer, more resilient life. To understand why this habit works, we first have to understand the enemy. Cancer isn't just one disease, it is a breakdown of cellular communication. Every single day, your body produces thousands of cells with potential mutations. Usually, your immune system, specifically your natural killer cells, finds these rogue agents and eliminates them before they can form a colony. However, modern sedentary lifestyles create a stagnant internal environment. When we sit for hours, our circulation slows, our insulin levels spike, and systemic inflammation begins to simmer. This inflammation acts like a fog, allowing mutated cells to hide from your internal security team. The daily habit we are discussing acts as a lighthouse, clearing the fog and supercharging the detection rate of your immune system. It's about creating an internal terrain where cancer simply cannot gain a foothold. The habit is vigorous, consistent physical activity, specifically 30 to 45 minutes of moderate to intense movement every single day. While we've always known exercise is good for us, the specific link to cancer prevention is staggering. Large-scale data from the American Cancer Society shows that individuals who maintain this daily rhythm have significantly lower rates of colorectal, breast, and endometrial cancers. The mechanism is fascinating. When you move, your muscles act as endocrine organs, secreting signaling molecules called myokines. These myokines have been shown to directly inhibit the growth of tumor cells. It is as if your own muscles are manufacturing a natural chemotherapy that circulates through your veins every time you raise your heart rate. This isn't just about burning calories, it is about chemical warfare against potential tumors. One of the most critical ways this daily movement protects you is through insulin regulation. High levels of circulating insulin and insulin-like growth factor are essentially rocket fuel for cancer cells. Cancer loves sugar, but more importantly, it loves the hormonal environment created by insulin resistance. When you engage in daily physical activity, your muscles become highly sensitive to glucose, pulling it out of the bloodstream and keeping your insulin levels low and stable. By depriving potential tumors of this growth signaling, you effectively put them on a starvation diet. Think of every walk, every lift, and every run as a way to starve the weeds in your internal garden while nourishing the flowers. It is a metabolic master switch that you have total control over. Then there is the factor of visceral fat. This isn't the fat you can pinch under your skin. It's the deep inflammatory fat that wraps around your organs. Visceral fat is biologically active. It pumps out pro-inflammatory cytokines that damage DNA and promote tumor growth. This is why obesity is now a leading cause of preventable cancer. Daily movement is the most effective tool we have to reduce this specific, dangerous type of fat. As you reduce visceral fat, you lower the baseline level of inflammation in your entire body. You are essentially cooling down a fire that has been raging in your tissues for years. This cooling effect is what allows your DNA repair mechanisms to function at their peak, catching errors before they turn into life-threatening mutations. We must also consider the lymphatic system. Unlike the heart, which has a pump for the blood, The lymphatic system, the waste disposal network of your body, relies entirely on muscle movement to circulate. This system is responsible for removing cellular debris, toxins, and pathogens. When you are sedentary, your trash sits and rots. When you move daily, you are effectively flushing the pipes. This constant drainage ensures that carcinogens don't linger in your tissues, reducing the time they have to interact with your cells. It's like a daily deep clean for your biological house. Keeping the fluid moving is vital for ensuring your immune cells can travel quickly to wherever they are needed most. A body in motion stays clean. Crucially, this habit impacts hormonal balance beyond just insulin. For women, daily activity is one of the most powerful ways to regulate estrogen levels. Excess estrogen is a known driver for many types of breast and ovarian cancers. By moving every day, the body metabolizes estrogen more efficiently, reducing the total lifetime exposure of breast tissue to high hormone levels. This is why we see such a dramatic drop in breast cancer risk among active women, even after menopause. For men, similar mechanisms help regulate testosterone and reduce the chronic inflammation associated with prostate issues. It is a total body hormonal reset that keeps your growth signals in check, ensuring that cells only divide when and where they are supposed to. But what about the intensity? Does it have to be a grueling workout? The science suggests a sweet spot. While a simple walk is great, getting your heart rate into a zone where conversation becomes slightly difficult is the key to unlocking the maximum anti-cancer benefits. This intensity triggers autophagy, a process where your cells literally eat their own damaged components. It's a quality control mechanism that clears out the junk that could eventually lead to cancer. You don't need to be an Olympic athlete. You just need to challenge your system enough that it feels the need to repair and upgrade itself. This daily stress, known as hormesis, actually makes your cells tougher and more resistant to the DNA damage that causes cancer. The consistency of this habit is where the real magic happens. If you exercise once a week, you get a temporary boost. But when you do it every day, you are constantly recalibrating your internal set points. You are keeping your blood sugar low 24/7. You are keeping your immune cells in a state of high alert permanently. You are keeping your inflammation levels at a minimum year-round. It is the cumulative effect of these thousands of small victories that adds up to a massive reduction in risk. You are essentially building a fortress, brick by brick. Each day you choose to move, you are adding another layer of stone to your defenses. The most powerful medicine isn't a pill you take once, it's the lifestyle you live every morning. Sleep and recovery play a supporting role in this daily habit. When you exercise during the day, your sleep quality improves drastically, and it is during deep sleep that your body performs its most intensive DNA repair. Melatonin, the hormone of sleep, is also a potent antioxidant that specifically protects against certain types of cancer. By moving during the day, you are setting the stage for a biological night shift that scrubs your cells clean. This synergy between daily movement and deep rest creates a cycle of constant renewal. You aren't just preventing disease, you are optimizing your vitality. You will find that as your cancer risk drops, your energy levels, mental clarity, and mood all rise in tandem. We often feel powerless against our genetics, but the field of epigenetics tells a different story. While you may have inherited certain risk factors, your daily habits act as the fingers that play the piano of your DNA. You can choose to leave the cancer genes silent and turn up the volume on the tumor suppressor genes. Daily movement is one of the most powerful epigenetic signals we have. It tells your body that it is in an environment that requires strength, efficiency, and health. Your body listens, it adapts. It becomes a version of itself that is simply less hospitable to cancer. You are the architect of your own biological expression. The power is in your hands and in your feet. So what is the this that you must do every day? It is the refusal to be still. It is the 30-minute walk, the 20-minute swim, the quick weight session, or the dance in your living room. It doesn't require a gym membership or a specialized coach. It only requires a commitment to yourself. The statistics are clear. This single habit is the most powerful non-pharmacological intervention we have to prevent one of humanity's greatest challenges. Start today, not because you are afraid of the future, but because you value your present. Your cells are waiting for the signal to protect you. Give them that signal. Move, breathe, and build your daily shield. Your future self will thank you for the stones you laid today.